discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Acts chapter 12. Acts chapter 12. Verse 1. Bible says that about the time King Herod Agrippa began to persecute some believers in the church. About that time, King Herod Agrippa began to persecute some believers in the church. He had the apostle James, John's brother, killed with a sword. When Herod saw how much this pleased the Jewish people, he also arrested Peter. Now, at that time, Herod Agrippa, obetu asomafo no sosa bema o ma chire omo na Bible say abena okum James no na eye oman no eye o mani so Jerusalem for no mani age. The people were happy. The Jewish people were happy. They were happy. It will surprise you to know that the troubles that you are going through, the problems that you are going through, people are happy because you are in pain. Mama, say how down there, amani down there. When I will come out, come looking for advice on these people, they are happy. They are happy that you are in trouble, that you are in danger, that you are going through a lot of pain. People are happy because you are suffering. That is all my oh, how we move. And this one is also any baby. Yeah. But I when you are down for needing coma and Kaupa a foot to me as you are down for the channel. Then the hey. Then say that some next year. Now or the hook. Or the hook. Ọdún kọ akọsẹ́wò ọdún kọ akọsẹ́wò adọ́fúnná Bible says abúlé Herod ekum James, the Jewish were happy. They were happy because they thought the apostles were changing their belief. They were changing their theology. As well for the earth, so when James was killed, the people were happy. I don't know. Say, come in what? Come in over to a random corner. And come in what? Come in over to a random corner. They were happy. Boom, Sam. How many are they? The Bible says, I don't see, we confess James, or confess, sorry, Peter. Say Peter has overcome. Peter has overcome. Maybe I found to a rather so. Yɛmfa yɛn ho to Awurade so. Na yɛnso Nyame na sɛ ɛkono yɛ den a Awurade bɛboa yɛn. Ɛkono yɛ den a Awurade agye yɛn. Fa ho to Awurade so. Say this took place during the Passover celebration. Then he imprisoned him, that's Peter, placing him under the guard of 4 squads of 4 soldiers. Herod intended to bring Peter out for public trial after the Passover. But while Peter was in prison, the church prayed very earnestly for him. When Peter was in prison, the church was praying. The church was praying for Peter. Never pay. What are pay? Sansa wabamu ya aneye Gama nyina ya basanti wabre. The church prayed for Peter. So when Peter was in prison, the church was praying day and night, praying. Vampire Kachara Zaurade Mausaso. So when Peter was in prison, the church prayed. And none of my vampire. And none of my Akunia Dea vampire. Pray. You got to pray. Baby, I draw you the other thing here and so vampire. Because say Ameyaw-Amankwah, it will be very difficult for you. Things are hard. I tell you, rather pray. So the church continued to pray for Peter. Sani Ameyaw-Amankwah Peter. The Bible says, "Then I stood up for a night. I want to a night." And my Peter said, "On Peter." So therefore, a rainbow and 9, I want to a night. So 16 soldiers guarding one person. 16 soldiers guarding one person. Now, so I don't try to run this one. Now, I'm not going to was. And I'm Peter Defiasi. That's a financial vampire. When you mean a boss who was a son, a year century. Now, be a century. It's about when you just say, I didn't mention Peter, I go Kuno. And I made Peter go try, you know. Anybody smart the buffalo. When I be smart the buffalo, Quafiasi, Quacaja Peter. Sorry. Shawatadi, Shawapua, Boabaso, Dimechi. Another pie. So only part number 2 Radiso. Everyone buy so flame radia. The boss was a seno. Come when it was. So now the woman so flame radia. Then the woman 2 Radiso. Ben Radia was a vampire. And Radu about Subas and Omba when it was that. When it was. When I mean, was that. Peter at the fiancé. And why are they Peter Bompire? Bompire na ba results ma. And Peter or you lose hope. But the church was praying for him. The church was seriously praying for Peter. So as Peter was in prison, the church had gathered praying. Open Bible. When we want to fear Oman Paye, and I won't pay Shamudia as of Shamudia, and I was not Oman Paye, and I'll to answer to. Out of war. Now is the time to pray. And brother Drew, Sado Maurade. Susafrade our Bible. I'm from your Diablo. Now, so I really my ear and so friend of me and to my ear. Oh, no, my best say. No, my baby, there's a Herod. Then I am saying, about Peter. Because our business will come Peter. As I follow a good. As I follow say. Christo Yesu said, "Pano, and to us that was his intention." So look at Peter. Now, as a Pano, Peter, any of small any number, I don't want to say. What will say, a man in GDN, but say that I mean with the oil. Now, I didn't even the oil. It's a business of Nasia, and one pioneer. Then I was so no what's it. And was Suma, the both was a Quafiase. Now, be bumpy, and the Fiase, Queen Nebra. Now, the body by women's law. Now, the software idea. And for the how near my name Pierre. Was someone in there too, so I'm a brabon my head, or rather, you were free. Couldn't I did the amount? Then try to be a try, I already made you off remove because you've relied on the Most High God. When you want to already so, when you buy what's your, when you want to do a boss who has so. Any Bible I already made you a free move. There will be a cassa, I'm a good dear, and my own dear. So, Babamu, never consistent in prayer. If you be consistent in prayer, that means never go already anymore. Catch on another person. The boss who was a son, obey you a free. Already by you free move. Amadi upon some susu. Amadi upon some home. And you can see a person about Suano. Already by see a no coin. Never lose hope. Bamba move ever brabum. Mania unu ni mu abam. Mania ni panka emu abam. Fa utu awurade so ne bom paye so fra awurade. Ebe bo. Tasafulu ko so bom paye. Tasafulu ko so bom paye. Esu fra awurade. Sa awurade ma wosaso. Awurade baba Peter so papa yi tribodin foi ansa Peter. Yanti ase. I didn't do that. If you are going through problems, if you are going through trials, please never accept what you are going through and then do something about it. Just do something about it. What you can do is to pray. That is what you can do to reverse every uncomfortable situation you are going through. The moment you realize that I don't like this, what you can do to change the situation is to pray. Just pray. Pray. Prayer can change the situation from worst to best. When we do the Bible as a sound check or tibia, as the danger about the year, we are in Africa. We believe in the evil spirits, and they are there creating problems for people. Our body will reassert. Everybody back we hear him. Many people are watching them. Everything about the whole year to Mateo. Now the Bible said they enter. But we are to Mateo. Now the Bible said enter. The boss who was asking, obey you are free. Obey you are free. And Peter at the fiancé. When you go back, booking Acts chapter 12 here, Bible doesn't let Peter. So Peter was even sleeping one time. Now, I knew water because the Bible you were cool, but Peter was sleeping because Peter was tired. He was afraid. Peter thought he wouldn't get any answer. He is not getting any results. So he thought that his time is up. So he gave up. Peter gave up. But the church continued to pray. The church continued to pray. And they prayed until the Lord sent an angel into the prison to get Peter out of the prison. I can assure you this morning that if you continue to pray, the Lord will send his angels to pick you out of that unwanted situation. Yau your name, Amane your name, Konana your name, Ahab your name. Already by you are free. Already by you are free. Just pray. 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 The only advice I can give you this morning is to pray. Because just complaining cannot change anything. Of late you see people complaining. Things are hard. Things are this. Things are that. It will never change anything. You got to pray and work very hard. Period. Don't to be here. Ebe puau. Ebe so be bo paye na be ya jumaden. Se o kasa. Se o kasa. Complaining no. It will never change anything. Else sabi biara ba bolo. It won't. There is something you need to do. You need to work very hard. You need to pray. Be determined. Tell yourself, I won't accept this results. I won't accept this situation. I won't accept this condition. I need to do something about it. What can I do about it? What I can do is to pray. So as you are working very hard, then you will be praying for God's favor. So you will never be easy at the mouth. Pray. It won't be about prayer. About prayer. You got to pray to change things. You got to pray to change your situation. You got to pray as you are even working very hard. You need to pray. Because Isaiah told us that we are living with idols. When we read Isaiah chapter 2 verse 8, there are a lot of idols on the land creating problems for people. So if you fail to pray, you'll be working but you won't see anything. As a consumer can tell, consumer basket, who consume to Try your tumor. What you capture, but you are not getting any results. You are not seeing any improvement in your life. You need to pray. Papaya, as you are working very hard, you need to pray. You can't just say, we are doing thing and no one knows massa. They are born in a tear. They are born in a tear. As you are working very hard, you still need to pray. I was so Papaya. Now suffering a me. Papaya suffering a me. Vampire boy, you were trying. Now Papaya, now suffering. Papaya. A tatlas is a cake. And really say, I said it's a Ulafana. Yet they are saying about. So, they tell me, I say they are saying, and about. You need to pray. Just pray. Pray. You need to pray. As you are working very hard, pray. So Jesus Christ said, man ought to pray without ceasing. You need to pray, my brother, my sister, today. Make prayer part of your habit. If you wake up in the morning and you realize that before you can eat, you need to brush your teeth. Then add prayer to that your routine daily activities. Add prayer to it. So sorry no pa. Now you say, so you will say, I want to be the idea. From Bible count. So that before you eat, you got to brush your teeth. Add prayer to it. Then before I brush my teeth, I must pray. As I said to my sister, we couldn't hear him. I was having vampire. Now vampire. Vampire. You're vampire. Now you're so very. There's something as a funny vampire. I mean, I'm a swell. Was a very big affair. So I was another vampire. Your boss was assassin. That's somebody buffalo. What else you want to go for? I'm going to believe of your fiancé. Pray. My brother, pray. Brother, do so vampire. Brother, do so vampire. Pray. Verses. Title says, Peter's miraculous escape from prison. Peter's miraculous escape from prison. Vampire. The night before Peter was to be placed on trial. Verses. Bible says, the night before Peter was to be placed on trial, he was asleep, fasting with 2 chains between 2 soldiers. Others stood guard at the prison gate. Suddenly, God will change your situation. Bible says, and I do ever Peter. I don't know. Now the boss so fast as rich. So I know me the overturn radiso. Now I'm so ready. But soon you be here. I want you to clear my head to attend. But vampire. I remember here. The night before Peter was to be placed on trial. The night before Peter was to be placed on trial, Peter was asleep, fasting with 2 chains between 2 soldiers. Others stood guard at the prison gate. Suddenly, there was a bright light in the cell, and an angel of the Lord stood before Peter. And then Radimani had him torso. Well, to be kind of pain. Well, tell Radias and a pain. The boss of us has said, how many high me? And torso not a pain. And Radimani had him torso not a pain. And Radimani had him and torso and not a pain. So they had him to a Peter. So let them be born for a dear children. Ye Peter Fiasino. And the baby vampire said, the boss of us has said, how many high me? And torso. And Radimani a time. When you say Chedema Mateo Abraham, the onion for how near Maniam, when you feel tough for Samsam, when the Ampio Manum Apple Majano, and that I read the moment to and the quat. On my train, Sandy Peter appeared after the Passover. The Akokuno. On my train, the time of here. Everybody transfer to anniversary. Now, say, ha, say, Kaya. The transfer money and Maku, Enku. Now, Kaya, baby, I answer the war. The transfer man and then what I'm money. Now, never be the Kaya answer. Everybody transfer cover, we are here. In that Bible, the people were waiting. One more train. Say, Peter, appear. Now I go try, no. Now can you cool send your cool jets? Send your cool jets. One more train. One more train. Anybody try war. So can we do an impossible Juma? Come your case. Ever Juma. Now you do a thing. People are waiting to see the collapse of your marriage, to see your dismissal from your employment, to see the collapse of your business. People are waiting. Everybody trying. Think at the body be unto Abraham. Everybody trying. Think how be unto Abraham. So the people were waiting to see the trial of Peter. So that Peter will also be killed as James was killed. Nipayo. Nipaye. Now, someone change a mess of Amon Paye. I'm so proud day. Ameyaw-Amankwah. I knew I'm free by someone. Was who know that? As who know. They were waiting. The people were waiting to see the trial of Peter, to see the killing of Peter. Now, so anybody channel, now no year or two for your compadre. They don't have any jail. Then the son and the rat actually. See, I'm not joking. Everybody, I know about but I saw that Peter slept because Peter realized that when it has reached, there is no hope. When it has reached, there is no hope. That's why Peter slept. Because he knew that when the day ends, his time is over. He's going to be killed. So when they say, baby, I do it here. I can't. Baby, I do it here. I say, baby, I do it here. That's what I say. When you go and say, hey, Peter, you haven't finished your work. Well, too many of yourselves are doing so you wouldn't die. I won't allow you to die. Enti anajuno adi ebechi ebe pita ko kuno no ana ego pita ko try no eni nya be suma ni bofo ebe pita chai abratie sorry abratie sorry Shababwa, Shawatadia, sorry, not Timothy. Bible doesn't say, I'm not bothered. This is a pitano. No consume that to the pitano. They want to say, God is God. God is powerful. Now, me wondering, the who? Well, it's a name of my dear. It's a bothered. This is a Peter Pan. No Peter consume what to say. None of my Baba say. Everybody in Sankau, everyone consume Piara, and the chain Piara, but somebody at the one they want to take. They never have. That is my prayer this morning. And the demonic forces, and the evil forces, which are taking control over your life, be broken this morning in the name of Jesus. How Piara? Amania Piara, but some Chichia Piara, and Conso Piara, and on some dia to swap, and Papa for Bia to swap. When the elder Maria here, when the elder is a hammer to war, elder is a Camania to war. Now the bike send your boy for the Saka Peter, Emma Peter, and Conso to him, and the Bible over his account, Emma Conso me, and what to take. Now the Peter, now the console the matter. Now console the matter because of both for me and the inside a capital. But then now both for me van is account. Well, to the canon of pay, or both for me van is account. When I mean both for van is account. The Amaniano, a how no, and in Guaseno. Yare tom. I have a dog. One no matter no man no more. I didn't call. I didn't car. And I'm thinking share. And I buy around the money before a financial account. The buffer did a account, Peter. Now Peter console marketing. Now console the marketing. But say none of my console. You're breaking it in the name of Jesus. You're taking whatever you have to kill him because both one what is that? Now be both one is that? And I did Piara. I am home, my dear. But something new with your shame. You're breaking it out of it. And we just kill something. But what is it, Timothy? Peter Timothy. Ever on to so now you're dear radiation. You're dear radiation. Now Peter, sorry. Now deep off for the cheap. Now the first get, second get, third get, fourth get. Now I remember somebody say, I'm going to get here, Kakraka. And it's a my Lord. Obi afasa fún mi bẹ́ẹ̀ oni papi afasa fún kobi e se wa go kuma central prison prayer sama mi ka ba ti ase ya afasa fún mi abra bo for the shadow and to get to so pay na get na bi and now rati man na ho din na di wo brabo Wama sa chenya mi na duwa brabom na wana ene wodi asie wana pa hali amania ebi wadi mkwa sempe brabom ba koso kawa mkwa kabe stress sana wadi na kadam ya mami we no na radi mane saso na mane ha bi toso na ha no ema konso amantete na get apuro bi amatu to biara radi bi baye eba Yesu Kristo de mo Bible say, but for the shadow, and to get to the super pepe. Not get right there, not get nappy. You don't need any key to open your breakthrough in your life. You need the Most High God. You need the presence of God in your life. Ameyaw-Amankwah ya juma. When Ameyaw-Amankwah ya juma, et both for the shadow, ni tuzo to get the pet. I get them. Another Bible show can say, a problem want to be around. Every year, oh yes, the Bible says, Peter did what for it. I know more. That's it. Oh, no, Babylon. And I'm for the job, Peter. Now, Bible says, I'm for the job, Peter. Zana Peter did man also. I was hey, send me the prison bill. Say I email for fiancé. The Bible says, Buffalo, and Peter Hono. And now, Peter Ever said, I'll say, and the man say, oh, in the coupon, I'll smell the Buffalo. I'm a baby. I say, and the man say, oh, Ameyaw-Amankwah the Buffalo. Oh, Ameyaw-Amankwah the Buffalo. I found the man say, well, Ameyaw-Amankwah the Buffalo. I'm a Buffalo like that. I mean, and no Buffalo by you. Verse 11, Bible says, Peter finally came to his senses. Listen, Peter finally came to his senses. It's really true, he said. The Lord has sent his angel and saved me from Herod and from what the Jewish leaders have planned to do to me. Fẹ́rẹ̀ ní Ameyaw-Amankwah before. Any Ameyaw-Amankwah, any the Jew for money for and try to say, what did I hear? The people train. Thank you, man. You've been told. Any people train. Thank you, man. You've been told. Any people train. Thank you. How we are also. And go over the inside. And go be what? Who could you fear them? You have watched it. Now, people wish there is no peace between the two of you. What will happen? Every man here, and Council Emma Montamonta. Cadabia no more, no more pata. No more Salmon Yama. Tasman to fear me, Obama Bufu, no mountain, so they are very panya. No man read the runs of a fridge, not a very panya. No commander, not ever sure. No one in blood ever sure. Wọ́n ti bí akọ apapa dẹ́mọ̀ ọ̀dọ́mọ̀ nyinaa. Apapa dẹ́mọ̀ ọ̀dọ́mọ̀ nyinaa. N'ayẹ pata ọmọ ẹ̀yẹ na kwasi wíjà yìí adúlá wíjà wọ́n bẹ pẹ̀lú ọjà yìí. Wọ́n mu n'ayẹ pata no. The same people are happy, you people are fighting. The Peter said, afei ẹnna bá wúlò sẹ Ameyaw-Amankwah ni bọ́fọ̀. Ama bọ́fọ̀ náà bẹ yí mi. Every Herod, and the Jew for money for your day, a check. Another pay on you. A one pay a check or two for your couple. Said there was some to Supiara. There was some for the actually Piara. And it was a beer of Bess Emra Supiara. One empire and also pay a dear Piara. Wana Ameyaw-Amankwah can go and be a tree and biara. Radimo Manim Enquasi. Now, Enquamidiamra. Then Enquamidiamra. And the most of the letter to Anakwa. Now, Enquamidiamra and Ma Abrabo. I don't know. In that Bible. May that Bible. Prayer. can help you. Pay a just pray. Yeah, the Paul is telling us to go and see. Bible says, "Anajo." Paul is telling us, "Sorry, to a year to Bompire." I'm a fiancé upon a day, a baby. When you never made the outroot, another Bible pray. None of Bible pray. Just pray. So Jesus said, man ought to pray without ceasing. We got to pray without ceasing. Yaman paye abribia. Abribia yaman paye. Abraba ni aje. Braba ura ho pray. Bon paye. Bon paye. Because Paul said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Then when now ni moja nanya. Eti yaman paye. Asabatuye. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against darkness, against spiritual forces, against rulers in the heavenly places. If we are more too for, you are now born, you are being penny near, and I guess, somebody can choose not to pray. Don't be that person. Pray. Pray. If you want a change in your situation, if you want God to deliver you from the hands of the evil one, then you need to pray. So already knew there. Bompaye. Represent ready you there. Bompaye. Memfa empire when you are. Memfa empire when you are. Pray. And then Bompaye. Bishop Christ and Bompaye. Bompaye. Pray. Memfa empire when you are. Leave that person. No problem. So no problem. But what here? Already Exodus chapter 17, verse 8. Also the Israelites defeat the Amalekites. Bible said that Israel fought and Amalek fought Al-Qaku. And then Moses can't tell Joshua plus soldier for permanent on they come home. Then Amalek fought Qaku. Then the air on the hall, Al-Qaku be part of so I could pump pie. You come be part of so. When you go be part of so I could pump pie. The Bible then says, say Moses, every day we put so before the soil. Now Israel for the ending couldn't say what bread. Now man is about for one. Now Israel for the ending kuku. You need to pray. You need to pray. Baby, you true. And then baby, over to me at last say, when the over the theater, who did that? No. When we have reached man of to pray. You need to pray. You cannot afford to be sleeping. Baby, you don't want to be now. To be fanyana. And prayer. And what's up with the bomb pie? And the Bible says, say Moses, Eman is Aswa. Now you have for the air, you could him. Say Moses, prayer. No, there is that one. Now, Amalek for the air, you could him. So if you were Moses, what will you have done? Hallelujah. And Kadena Kabaya. If you were Moses, Kabaya dying. Will you say, I am tired. So I'm going to rest for the Amalekites to defeat the Israelites. Or you will endure, persevere, so that the Israelites will defeat the Amalekites. What will you do? Come here then. The Bible says, after Aaron would say Moses and son of Surah, now is the money didn't come on. What goes on? A poor and the Akonadi Moses. And Moses laughing. And Aaron Panja Moses in Sabako. And all the Panja Moses in Sabako. And Moses in Sunday, as sincere. Sincere. Yeah, man, was to hold that. And that man was to hold that. Pray. Exodus chapter 17. Exodus chapter 17, verse 8. It's Moses. To order. Until we are successful, until we defeat the Amalekites, you are not resting. Hallelujah. Tell yourself, until I get what I want, until I become successful, I am not resting. My woman, said the Ameyaw in Zankaya, my woman, that I will rest. I will rest. And see, Moses couldn't rest. And Aaron never allowed Moses to rest because they wanted to defeat the Amalekites. Now, person, what the Amalekites also could there's a very good Moses was Sano. Want to be fun want to be empire anymore. That is what I want you to understand this morning. That if you want to succeed, as you work very hard, you need to pray because we are living with evil people. They need people born for the fear. People born for. Actually, model for. And we are for. What are you putting on team? And you know what's on my emo? You know what's on your fear? And the Ameyaw-Amankwah, your mom, Ameyaw-Amankwah, they will defeat us. What will defeat you? What I say? What will defeat you? And the son of Aaron, Moses and Sasha Moses, Sunday Ameyaw, never knew Konimutri. Your mama was an answer. Apa wabu kura Moses nsaru saa na nsaru sisi real saa kwa bi mse ekono ba wiye. You can't say you are tired. My brother, this is not the time to say I am tired. If you want to succeed, if you want to take over, if you want to take control, if you want to restore what you have lost, you cannot rest. It is not a time to rest. You cannot rest. When I Exodus chapter 17, verse 8, you understand what I'm telling you. You cannot rest. This is not a time to rest. And every day I did that here. With dear grow. Some of us say, Deozuya Ozaka and Fadiabo. Pray. There's no one pie, Yami Bashawan Munyam, and Radibato Paya Faso. And Beto Paya Faso. Oh, Manko Tamamia, oh, Manko to Hamu, oh, Manko Tamuda. God will show you a way. If only you devote yourself to prayer. To prayer. Yes, say, I do my mind there. And here my body more than there. You need to pray. That's why Jesus told the disciples that man ought to pray every time. Without ceasing. Men nine by water, bonfire. Bonfire. Sufra rade. The bonfire. According to our number, say, Odofwe Bompaye na wiase bibi nsi kwa. Bibi nsi kwa. Never nsi kwa. Never nsi kwa. Pray. Now is the time to pray. Yamon paye. Na yankan sami chawrade. Yamon paye. Ever ya auto radianim. Ever ya bobo de to radianim. Na sani Moses bom paye. Ewo be pon so Emma Israel for din konim no. Yesu be din konim. Obe bom paye be din konim. Pray. Now is the time to pray. Bom paye. Isaiah chapter 38. Isaiah chapter 38. Bible says, "Oh, enemy." Never say Hezekiah or Yare. Or Yare. We are there. Yadi or Yadi, Yadi, Yadi. So the Bible describe what they are there. The Bible says, "Oh, you want to know this for Isaiah." Isaiah said, "Kwenda go kantre." Ogini Hezekiah said, "Yade no yade obewu." Answer you. Obewu. Enti onye the way because he is going to die. Ogini kana roho. Na Isaiah answer anya no mo. Come on payempo enka bi chere ade mo ogini. Ensu fere de mo hini na za sama na ta de so kokoko na na se bram na abota sare na saye no di for hena na so na sare na go pasa mi kan chira wuni ya de ubawu just like that and around just like that so nana Sadi already said, Yadi, Ubaru. Enter your will because you will die. No need for that any. I am also. The Bible says, I'm not need for Danny, and you know, and I'm not Danny and it's in the wall. The Sassos of one way. I'm not a kite. The cinnamon to a name. I was in the crumb. My dear, so I'm not the kite. Vampire. And before the Isaiah, ever free, nana fear no. Then I'm not Isaiah. Kokacha and Isaiah, the pioneer of the Martin. They have added 50 more years to his age. That is what prayer can do. What did they make here, bro? What with the power of prayer? When you're with the power of prayer, that is what prayer can do. If you pray, God will change things. God will change your situation. You remember how prayer was son. So say, Isaiah, Enyan fi, Nana, Efiero, or Guswa, one young one. Anna, when the woman said Isaiah, Chance, Cocacha, and I said, Empire. You are not praying. You are not praying. You are just playing. Good diablo. Your mom pay. Your mom pay. Let me have a your mom pay. Let me have a you got to pray. At this time, you cannot afford to be sleeping. Baby, I do have a moment. What to me find now? Who to me and baby, I do not to be fanyana. So pray. Second Kings chapter 1. Second Kings chapter 1. I was working kai. Okay, your friend Ahazia. Ahazia. Also, Yare. Otu abrɔfo te hwe wapra ɔda ne kata so ɛna soma ne nkwa sɛ wɔn nkwa bosom yɛ fɛn sɛ ɛnkorɔ hɔ ɛnko bi sɛ emu bebrebe that is what we have been doing wɔte asɔndam so wɔkɔ abosom fie te asɔndam ɛsɛ so bɛbɔ mpaeɛ ɔkɔ abosomfie kɔbusa mmoa. The Bible says, abúlé nana ní nkúwa ní kọ́ ẹni yẹn kúbọ̀ yìí tí o ní fọ Elijah sẹ ọ̀hìn náà ẹ̀ ń sè à ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ adé ẹsẹ̀ wọ́n kọ́ abosom kyẹn ẹ̀ ń tí kọ́ ní kò ṣíà ní nkúwa bẹ́ẹ̀ ká kyerẹ́ wọn sẹ́ bàbí sẹ́ sọ wọ́n fẹ́ ní díẹ̀ mẹ́ nyàmé ní wọ́n kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ pẹ́ ẹ̀múwa ẹ̀fí kọ̀ọ̀fọ́ kyẹ́nkyi nana yá adìyẹ ní wọ́n bẹ́ mu wọ́n ti mi sọ ní fi ní yá adìyẹ fún so dáa. That is the power of God. And I'm quite sorry about that check. Then I said, Mama, tell us, I was here, corner. And they go to Papa, or describe Papa. No, they make a child say, we are the Ebekum, Unyampa. And as a Mokofana, they know they are Elijah Mokofana. And that's what I found you. And no commander. It's a number 51. No, that's so Tom Coy. What was it? Only for Naminipa. Nana say Nombra. Nana say Nombra. Anna. Elijah said, must say, me and Naminipa, they are every stroke. Every show. Oh, every stroke, a shimo. Apa. Now that free sorrow, I'm sure. You need to pray. When you pray, you become more powerful. Oba paya, ebeje oso. Oba paya, arodibete opaya. So oba paya, how ni amani ano? Etu ocha. Oba paya. Na fanya akuti. Enfam paya ba enda akuti. I think say ena no pay erade no wakasa. You have seen the importance in prayer. So from today, if you have not been praying, you will start praying. You start praying. Pray. Whatever time, the little time you get, use it to pray. You better spend 2 hours on TV. Even 5 minutes. Pray. And I pray already. One to when you have a man, so what man do like a seer, oh my, what man is also, and that there was also superior. Rather than no more. And so you are a pain. Oh, yes, with the Amen.